Wait till you're announced. We've not yet lost all our graces. The hounds will stay in chains. Look upon your greatness and she'll send the call out, send the call out, send the call out, send.
The Raptors look to take charge at the Air Canada Center here in downtown Toronto. It's the New Orleans Pelicans, defending NBA champions, and the Toronto Raptors. And guys, we won't be seeing Jonas Valanciunas, who is injured.
Well, it's going to be a few weeks until he's back, but that's not as bad as it could have been. It could have been much worse. In the end, given the way it looked when he was helped off the court last game, I think he'd consider that good news.
I agree, Clark. I mean, it could have been a lot worse. And I know being out for a few weeks will be very difficult for him. But this is probably best case scenario when you really look at that replay of the injury from last game. That was gruesome.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So for New Orleans right now, Money in at point guard. Anthony Davis is out there with Paul George. And there's Bryant, and it's Knox in at the 5 spot. New Orleans on D. They want to keep it rolling here following the win against Dallas.
Well, they own the boards at both ends of the floor in that game. I thought that was what won it for them more than anything else.
Well, that was the one area they knew they could exploit in the matchup, and boy, did they ever exploit it.
Just 5 on the clock. Jackson is doubled. The Raptors need to get a shot. Cassell gets the bucket.
Right back at you. They immediately get those 3 points back.
Trading punches, that's how you answer.
Here's Money. He's covered by Cassell. No good for Money.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Cassell, the pass to Hale. To the wing on the left. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Bryant from 13 feet. It goes down. Kobe's got his first bucket of the night. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter basketball. And it's out of bounds to the Pelicans.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
The Pelicans have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Good! 6 points for Money.
Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound and then gave up the triple.
Here's Cassell, averaging 9 points per contest. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go with a 3. Jackson misses.
Got a good look, though. I thought that was going to go down.
Well, the D may have done just enough there, Clark, to bother him and throw that shot off.
It's tipped. Fast break, Toronto. And here they go. And it's Davis with the jam.
I'd say that shot was well within his range.
You think so? I mean, I was pretty good from 2 feet and in myself. That's a gimme there.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Jackson against George. The offensive rebound. New Orleans leading by 5.
The lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
I think our shot selection could be a lot better on the offense.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hi, right, Kevin. Over that last break, I listened to the Pelicans head coach address his team. If he has his way, this will be a shootout. He told his guys to play the game at as fast a tempo as they can manage. He was also adamant that they can take advantage of this defense with the use of solid ball screens and the pick-and-roll game. So still in the opening quarter, and already some adjustments being made. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, Doris. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Well, they're trying to play fast and trying to put the defense on their heels.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnovers.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Davis finishing it off.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets. An exquisite pass to set up Clark that beautiful alley-oop dunk.
Yeah, it was nice.
Just a gorgeous assist.
Here's Cassell following the basket by Anthony Davis. Here's George. And then George with the jam.
Wow, what an incredible run they're on. This is as good an offense as you will see.
Well, every single guy on the floor right now just feeling it.
Last outing for Toronto, unsuccessful. It was a loss to the Nets in Brooklyn.
That game really got out of control for them. And, you know, when the lead got big, it seemed like they just mailed it in. That was the disappointing part.
Yeah, it sure was. I mean, until their mindset improves, Steve, that's exactly what's going to happen to them against better teams in the league.
Here's Money after the Raptors pick up 2. From beyond the arc, and again, New Orleans with the triple.
Huge advantage for them already.
And as well as they've played at both ends so far, this lead might continue to grow.
Raptors trail by 10. Cassell kicks to Millsap. And here we go. Pelicans running again. And George with the stuff.
It has taken them no time to build this lead up on the strength of a great first quarter offensively.
And they need to continue to put pressure on the defense and try to really run away with this one from here.
Here's Cassell. Paul George making his last shot. Passes it to Ruiz. Pass to Hale. Shot clock at 6. Lets the 3 fly. Jackson misses. Pelicans leading by 12. Here's Money. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Money's got 11 points.
And as hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan should be simple. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Cassell.
You know, they haven't done a good job of getting to their spots inside, Kevin.
And he can't stop the run as he misses. Nobody near George. That's good, and it's Bryant with the assist. 8 points for Paul George.
That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Yeah, it's the kind of start you want every game, but of course you rarely get it.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Sure could, Kev. I mean, too many empty trips. They need some points.
All right, Raptor fans, your very own Stu Wright's the Raptor.
And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. Pelicans, number 1.
You know what, Kevin, as a team, they've been getting great results offensively. I mean, they seem to always get the ball to the right guy at the right time in the right position.
And the Pelicans with possession here. 16-point lead. Money passes to Davis. Loses his grip and clanks the alley-oop jam. The Raptors have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. And the pass to Cassell. That's tipped. And the officials call the foul, reaching out and committing the intentional foul.
Nice shooting.
I think he just lost track of the situation.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Payton. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. The feed to Ross to stop the run, and the shot is good.
Nice piece of work there. Find a little space and pull the trigger.
And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. Pelicans lead by 14. And we'll be back with you for this.
Yes, sir.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter. It looks already as we start the second quarter. And the Pelicans have been rolling right along, haven't they?
Pretty good start defensively. This club forced some mistakes and took advantage, and that's how they built this lead.
And they built the lead because not only have they forced turnovers, but they've taken care of the ball themselves. So that's a winning combination.
On the court right now, second quarter for the Pelicans.
I like the offensive awareness to exploit that lack of coverage on that play.
Pelicans leading by 11. There's a screen. Here's Money. Can't connect from short range.
And they forced the miss with that good defensive rotation. They're playing well together as a unit.
Porter kicks to Ross. He dishes it to Porter. Ross passes to Gill. Just 5 on the clock. To the inside. Porter. Shot denied. Quarter number 2. We're about a minute in. An even 3-on-3 break. Toronto working the ball around now. Ross on the wing. Tries again. Gill misses.
Well defended, and he's not someone who responds well to that kind of defensive pressure.
It's taken away by Payton. Now here's Porter. He's tightly guarded. That's it. The Pelican lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Ross.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
That, absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding. They are piling up the assists.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Ross. Money passes to Knox. And he gets it to go. Lead by 11.
Virtually uncontested. It's nice to be able to add to the lead without really having to work for it.
Ross dishes to Payton. And they double up Payton. Right through the knee for the layup.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Yeah, that's textbook basketball. Just having their way down low.
Here's Money. He's guarded by Ross. Here's Money. And it's New Orleans scoring again. And Clark, we saw a very animated huddle that last break, and I'm sure the coach wanted something specific from his team.
Well, Kevin, this is certainly a key moment for the squad, and he's looking for players to lock into the new game plan and carry it out the rest of the way. That's what he's trying to get across.
Payton, right side. They get it back. And Aminu kicks to Ross. The dish now to Aminu. Now here's Ross. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. There's a screen. Shot clock at 6. Here's Aminu. Misses off the left iron.
Now, normally that's a shot people make, but that's not really his bread and butter there.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. Quick hands and the ability to anticipate the opening to create a turnover, so valuable, especially for a guard, as we see 2 tremendous talents with their ability to steal that ball away.
Then, of course, you look at the numbers. John Stockton with 3,265 steals over his career. Really a crazy number, averaged over 2 a game, and even in his later years, he was a threat in that regard.
The Pelicans shooting their first free throws tonight. The first trip to the stripe in this one. And the first one drops. And it's a completely new group for Toronto. The Pelicans making a switch here. So he picks up just one from the line that time. Raptors trail by 12, and Doris Burke has something for us. Hey, Doris.
Well, guys, Money in the last outing against the Mavericks got the job done. He finished with 63 points, as he usually does, really knocking down shots from beyond the arc. What a show it was as he put up some really amazing numbers when it was all said and done. Even we marveled at his performance, Kevin.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
New Orleans leading by 10. Outside Teague. Lets it fly from 18. And there's Kobe. That's good on the assist by Teague.
Gotta love the use of the bounce pass there. Perfect feed.
Stolen.
Man, what a play.
And he throws it down hard with one hand. The defense looking a little bit dazed now. A ferocious throw down there.
Not bad for a player of his size.
Not bad at all. How about that spring coming out of those legs?
Here's Cassell. Tries again, and it's good on the way in. 6 points for him.
Giving them an opportunity at second chance points with some hard work on the glass there.
On the wing, Kobe. Passes to Money. He tries for three. And again, New Orleans with the triple.
Yeah, let's see if that triggers another explosion from, remember, he hit 3 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Teague on the double team. Pass to Cassell. Here's Ruiz. Here's Hale. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Great job. Taking right at the defense. I like the aggressiveness.
Yeah, he left him no choice but to foul there.
The Raptors have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And as a club, they're kind of in the middle of the pack in the NBA in terms of their free throw shooting. It's about 76%.
The first free throw is good, and the Pelicans making a change here. And he makes both free throws. Pelicans leading by 13. Here's Money. We saw him go on a scoring rampage last game.
Boy, taking it hard to the rack for the big throwdown.
And give an unofficial assist, Clark, to his teammate for setting the screen that freed him up.
Yeah, good call, Kevin. That was really the key to the play.
Tipped away. Here's Gordon. And he gets it to go. And the Pelicans lead by 17. Here's Cassell. He has 5. Feeds to Millsap. Right side Millsap. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Cassell. Fade away. That one rolling around and rims out.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me a bit. Oh, my goodness.
What a huge play.
Here he comes, and there he goes.
Look at him punish that rack.
You know, the guys on the bench are going crazy right now at the sight of that jam.
The quick look, no good that time.
He can't get anything to drop. And the way he's going, I'm not sure it's something he should try to shoot his way out of.
No, that might only serve to make things worse, Steve. Sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets.
How about that nice 1-2 punch there? A great defensive play, and of course, it leads to the great basket in transition.
Love the attacking style there, Steve.
Well, if you believe that a point guard's defense is just as important as his offense, then these guys have been outstanding lately. The point guard steal leaders for the past 10 games. Well, you look at Money, always dangerous on the court. He leads the league.
And all those swipes have come for him because of the endless energy he devotes defensively. And whoever he's guarding, he just stays so close to him on the perimeter.
Yeah, he's the guy, if you're an opposing point guard, that you dread having to go up against. I mean, you don't want to see this guy because, like you said, he's going to be all over you. Like bees on a pop can at a picnic. That's how much he hovers around you.
You got away with words, my friend.
That's in, coming off an assist from Bryant. Bryant's got 4 assists in the game.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Giving up these easy chances is going to do wonders for their confidence.
Here's Money. 22 points for him. Outside Gordon. Here's Money. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
A large part of what they've been able to do here is centered around his offense.
Raptors trail by 17. Here's Gordon. Finished off the break.
These defenders look overmatched right now, especially inside.
Yeah, you look at the numbers, 10 of the last 12 points have come from close range, so I agree.
The pass to Cassell. Takes it off the glass. Cassell's got 4 points in the quarter.
Boy, they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing that ball into the paint. Smash mouth basketball.
Yeah, and it's a strategy that has served them well in this opening half, Clark.
That's good.
Part of this interior collapse we've seen defensively is the reason they've struggled, and they're trailing by so much.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. The 10-footer, and he gets the bucket. Cassell's got 11.
That's a nice hoop for a guy that typically doesn't score a lot.
New Orleans leading by 17. Here's Money. 24 points for him. The shot misses.
I thought he rushed it a little bit, guys, because he had a clean look, just lost his focus.
Jackson passes to Cassell. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Up the floor. Passes it to Knox. New Orleans moving the ball around. Jackson comes over with the double. Inside. Cassell kicks to Jackson. Jackson is doubled. Dishes to Millsap. Pass to Ruiz. Baseline jumper. Misses off the right iron.
Well, I think he had all the space he needed. He just couldn't find the bottom of the net.
Here's Money. Guarded by Jackson. Knocks the pass to Bryant. Sinks the triple. Bryant's got 7.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Raptors trail by 20. And that's a foul called on Money. And that'll be his foul so far.
Already he's third personal.
A dominating first half of basketball. And so far.